driver. I go be by that Uber. Oh my girl, party me money, cow. Let me your baby, and I go make you my lady all night long. Party me money, cow. Make me your baby, and I go make you my lady all night long. Party me money, cow. Yeah, 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 yeah. Party me money, cow. Yeah, yeah. Party me money, cow. Care for your mommy. The problem no be money. See how the girls do the one man. Don't big booty girl no they near me. Don't get rich, I got that shut. So you know they fear me. See my body. Hello Monica, can you come over? We can chop love and tuna. I want you here, don't send me your tuna. I don't mind that Uber driver. I go be by that Uber. Oh my girl, party me money, cow. Let me your baby, and I go make you my lady all night long. Party me money, cow. Make me your baby, and I go make you my lady all night long. Party me money, cow. Yeah, 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 yeah. Party me money, cow. Yeah. Party me money, cow.
Rockstar made it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's Foxy, baby. Despite the noise, no matter what I bring, I will stay happy for my sanity. Oh, the jolly, 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 jolly on my mind all day. Get tanto hate, get tanto worry. Every day I enjoy it. I'm a happy player, and I get no party. I'm a happy player. Every day I enjoy it. I'm a happy player, and I get no party. They can stand happy all day, but they can't see what's in front of me. Hey, I didn't know say I've been there for my booty. When they see me laughing, plenty they check it there and I'm okay. Boy, I didn't know say they probably I can't afford it. I get everything you want, everything you want. I get what you think for me. Oh, I know what you think for me. I get play on my peace of mind, you know. I do it for my head, yeah. I wanna eat competition with nobody but who them myself. I'm not happy. Every day I enjoy it. I'm not happy player. I get no party. I'm not happy player. Every day I enjoy it. I'm not happy player. I get no party.
I dream of my way through life with blessing. I can't play for with my happiness. So I got me low like my problem. I got me low like my problem. Woke up, woke up, woke up, woke up. Because they can be much. Hear my crew. Nothing coming to be drop line. When problem plenty, when they live up, I go drink the water. I say they children plenty. I will take one, don't give myself a time. Enjoyment pass enjoyment. Let me enjoy my life. We lose some, we win some.
Happy player. Every day I enjoy it. I'm a happy player. I get no party. I'm a happy player. Every day I enjoy it. I'm a happy player. I No time to be dolly. Mia, let's go party. Every day I try. No time to be dolly. I'm gonna go, let the DJ get it for the way. I don't want to see you on stress, but I just want you to jump myself. I don't want to see you on the Baba Express and have not show me. I just let you join this one thing that I call again. I can't play on my peace of mind, you know. I do it for my head. Yeah. I wanna in competition with nobody, but who never says that. Baby, ready, I enjoy it. Baby, I get no time. Baby, ready, I enjoy it. Baby, I get no time. It's Ashmia.
I'm losing composure. I really need to focus. I really need to focus. Mm. There's something inside you I've been what you want right now. In fact, I'm on my way right now. So tell me if you did like I really did for you. Oh, I got it for you. I'm on young got it for you. I put the risk on for your sake, so make you know they got it too. Come on, don't hate me, boo. Wait till I get my hands on you, because I need your body closer. I love you when you bend over. Tell me make I come over. For the sake I pull over. I need your body closer. I love you when you bend over. Tell me make I come over. For your sake I pull over. Pull over. Girl, I've been outside waiting on you. Just go call me, make I.
You not scam. Okay. Every time, why am I money? Hello, baby, I be sent it. You don't even know what you do to me. Yeah, I'ma get you this camera. I get for lady for fun. Baby, you blow my mind. I don't go lie. See, baby, if you want to leave for me, go leave. Don't do shakara. Don't take carry your shoulder. Oh. As you see me so, baby, now because of you, I don't go. See, I don't take go. Once again, go to once again, hello. See, I know they hear you again. You be like your network on the face. Meanwhile, most people they tell you no. If you break my heart today, me I go sharply the place. Carry another baby, if I want you, I sing. Smart thing you done the vex, you done the bugger over. See, baby, you want to leave for me, go leave. You shaka, you see me so, baby, now because of you, I don't go no. See, I don't go. You don't leave. See, baby, if you want to leave for me, go leave. You shaka, as you see me so, baby, now because of you, I don't go no. See, I don't go. What you get so where you go? Don't be you. See, baby, if you want to leave, go be colleague. carry your shoulder, oh. As you see me so, baby, because of you, my dog will know. See, I know they go. One thing I know. See, baby, if you want to leave, you don't be good. So, baby, now because of you, I don't go. But this, already know. One thing I want this. Weather is getting cold inside. Trouble sweater, I'm young, paranoid. I can picture this part that you in my life. Oh, baby. Sweet man, that yellow. I know we forget you. So, if I speak English, you cha no work. I know what punish you. I want to punish you. If you see my baby, you go shut up. I'm a day to find. Be make up for me, baby. Now, no. Finish work for me. Oh, tomato. Put that thing back. I don't get here for Bokuto. Ain't got time for much of talk. Give my problems so yeah, where to take my troubles away. I just want your leg. Tell the shisha me to chineko and bring back. Just want collect. Yeah. Lama watani mo. Happiness maga susuma. You get your own energy. I just want be happy. Happy, no, happy, no. Happy, no, happy, no. Happy, no, happy, no. I just want be happy. Happy, no, happy, no. Happy, no, happy, no. Happy, no, happy, no. I just want be happy. Happy, no, happy, no. Happy, no, happy, no. Happy, no, happy, no. So when I wake up in the morning, God, make my best never stop. Even in about the money, no, I'm never gonna pick a call. Go back to energy, just for me and my G's, yeah. Oh, we shall be happy, oh. I mean, I'm always in my lane. I do my hustle when I don't complain. Oh, another stressing, now one blessing, follow me. Happy people everywhere. Yeah. Ain't the glasses in the air. I can't be happy. Happy, 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 I can't be happy.
If like my boom making you fat, anything you into. Now I was giving you my holy, anything you into. And I'm a sorry for all your prayer, holy, only you, anything you into. If the cooking ain't giving you food, holy, you know, anything you into. I say, I not you. I not you. I not you. I say, I not you. I not you. I not you. They will eat with you, drink with you, they drag with you, but you not know that. They will eat with you, drink with you, they drag with you, but you not know that. If I'm a boom making you fat, anything you into. Now I was giving you my holy, anything you into. And I'm a sorry for all your prayer, holy, only you, anything you into. And she cooking and giving you food, holy, you know, anything you into. I say, I not you. I not you. I not you. I say, I not you. I not you. I not you. See your music. Help break you, my man.
Yeah, it's
Shoko mama, ela mama shoko oh, shoko mama shuba, mama, mama oh, ma merveilleuse maman, courageuse maman. Aujourd'hui on va te célébrer, c'est ton anniversaire. Sage maman, précieuse maman, aujourd'hui on va te célébrer, c'est ton anniversaire. Thank you, love. I am a man, you are my you got a way, oh Charlie, oh, that's a mama. Sekele mama, sekele mama, sekele mama, sekele mama, sekele mama, sekele mama, sekele. Today is your B-day. Look at what we're gonna do there. Shake ma cosa, sekele with la mama. Tout ce que tu veux, maman, tout ce que tu veux. I go buy you everything. Tout ce que tu veux, maman, tout ce que tu veux. I go give you. Je te dédicace cette mélodie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Aujourd'hui, c'est ton journée. Thank you, love. Now we're gonna dance for my queen. yeah. Oh, mama. DJ Bello. Sekele mama, 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 happy birthday to you. Happy
Love.
Yeah. Please.
If you now want be true, if you now want be true,
Bombe oh, fire free let me. Bombe jene oh, fire free let me. Fire free let me. Fire free let me.
bestie, your bestie not skill of my bestie, your bestie la bestie, fine.
I say, see bestie walking to happy. Fire free let me. I hear them say they want me go, I say,
Somebody say they want me go,
I say,
some pressure and some pressure, some pressure, the bestie, your bestie not skill of my bestie, your bestie la bestie, fine.
I say, see bestie walking to happy. Fire free let me. They won't step on my blessing, but God get it breaking. They won't call in my blessing, but God get it breaking.
Friendship, can't see papa friendship, and I want no bad for friendship. Wangolo,
Well, want to say welcome to the Maima Goyah show. This is your host, Sabah from coming live from the beautiful state of Minnesota. We want to say thanks to each and every one of you for your we want to say thank you for your continued support. Wherever you are from the comfort of your home, we say welcome. And this is your host, Sabah from coming live from the beautiful state of Minnesota. We're back in the freeze, so it's absolutely cool here today. I think around 14 degrees. But be as it may, we want to tell God thank you for allowing us to see another beautiful day. And so tonight we want to make sure that we do our usual thing. And every time we come on the platform, we do not apologize for sharing or extending an open invitation, because again, part of the reason why we do the show is where we dialogue, is where we come discuss issues that is affecting us as family, as communities, as society, as a nation. And so tonight we want to welcome you to the show. We say happy Wednesday. We hope the new year is starting off good with you. Either way, we tell God thank you. And so tonight we want to say before we begin the show, we want to take this time to extend an open invitation to each and every one of you that are watching. We meet on the prayer line from Monday to Thursday, like I said, 2026, especially for those of us that are residing in the United States, particularly in Minnesota. It's a traveling time. It's tough, and so you got so much going on right now, and the only way you can stay calm in the midst of the storm is to spend some time with God. And I think if we can do that as people, then you can find comfort. And so, like last night in our Bible study, I like where Reverend Chi reminded us of, where he talked about it almost like during the time when the Egyptians, the Israelites were in Egypt, and we all know the story. And so we as community, we have to reach out to each other. We have to check on each other. We got to all lift each other. We have to encourage each other. And like I said, no matter what, your connection, your local, or where you live at this junction, it doesn't matter. And so spending time in the presence of God will help you calm the nerves down. Not just to listen, but to believe, to actually believe that indeed He can. He is the ultimate problem solver. And so we extend an open invitation. We meet on the prayer line from Monday to Thursday, from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. We have to find time 1 hour out of our busy schedule to make sure that we're seeking God's face. And so we meet Monday to Thursday from 6 to 7 o'clock, 1 hour, like I said. Monday, Thanksgiving, testimony. Tuesday, we study the Bible. Wednesday tonight is all prayers. People come on a prayer request. And we sit down and we pray for each other. So, and Thursday, we study the Bible. So, Wednesday and Thursday, we meet in person and online. I repeat, Wednesday and Thursday, we meet in person and online. And so that number to be part of the prayer line is 763-220-3265. 763-220-3265. You don't need no code. As long as you dial that number, you indirectly honor the guardianship of the senior pastor of Mount Zion Interdenominational Church. Better still, if you say you want to come one of these days to visit, the address to the church is 6830 Quay Avenue North, Brooklyn Center. You can miss it. And so, either way, you do not have to be in the state of Minnesota. But if you are in Minnesota or paying a visit, we encourage you to visit the church and get experience what I've been saying. And so we tell you that. Second, I want to say happy birthdays to all those who are celebrating their birthdays in the beautiful month of January. We pray that God will bless you with long life, good health, and all of your secret heart desires. If your birthday fall on your wedding anniversary, we say double shout out to you and your special love. We pray that God will bless the holy matrimony home with love, unity, peace, longevity, strength. If you are bereaved, we also want to take this time to extend our deeper condolences to you and your family. We pray that during a difficult time of bereavement, God will comfort you, God will console you, God will strengthen you. And just know that we are praying for you. We also want to take this time again to extend our deeper condolences to the Minnesota chapter of the Marietta County Association Vice President, Mr. Jerry, for the loss of his son. Know that we're praying for you, sir. You are in our thoughts and prayers. And so we want to say we have posted the topic, and we hope some of you had the time to look at it, to think about it, to pray about it, to do some research on the topic, or we hope you come to the show with an open mind, and we ask that you please share the video, please continue to extend, share the link, tell people about the show. Like I said, if we wanted to flood the platform, we'll be talking things. I know it is in our DNA nowadays that we are so attracted to negativity. We won't hear nonsense. But we also want to say it's okay, but at this junction, this platform was created because we were told that they needed an independent voice, somebody that will discuss issues of importance that is affecting us as a nation, community, society, and the world at large. And so I know sometimes our topic get boring. People come maybe for 5, 10 minutes. They listen because sometimes they expect to hear, like I said, nowadays our community are so into negativities. But I believe that if you have been following us, we have been discussing issues that no other platform does or do, because we go into the root cause. We're going to the root cause. And from the beginning of the year, we have make it our we are prioritized that before we get into politics, because a lot of times, as maybe I don't know if I'll call myself journalists, but people that us that do talk show and other thing, it's just easy to just point at the problems. And we know, yes, indeed, those problems are there. But the questions that come to mind with all of the talking, because some of those same people that criticize, that take to the airwave, again, opportunity have been presented to them. And yet instead, we do not see the change. We only criticize, we become political pundits or journalists when we are not given the opportunity to be part of the team. But the moment we get there, and then we start to make excuses. Take, for example, like today, one of the voices or voice in Liberia, I see people calling the rally behind the Moluba Mulu, who served as the party chairman of the then ruling party, CDC. And today he has become a staunch advocate now, according to him, against corruption, good governance, or education, you name it. What am I saying? These are messages that were preached before the citizen were born. And so we see that time in, time out, time in, time out. People get frustrated. People deflect from different political parties. And that's where we come in to just say, hey, until we can get to the bottom of our issues, we just put them bend over the soup, because every time we rip it, the blood pop up. And so this year we were very intentional based upon our topic of discussion, things that I believed that causing all of the trouble for us. And so we say family is the bedrock of the foundation for any successful nation. Because we say family produces leaders, politicians, president, vice president, legislatures, doctors, nurses, judges, lawyers, clergymen, imam, you name it. Family produces those people. And so we told you that if the family is broken, we reminded us that when we are born, we're born with clean slate. We even make some references to the scripture. Something that we strongly believe that is what we build our entire life around. Because we know God's word never lie. Heaven and earth will pass away, but God's word will never. And so we say, if we will overcome this mayhem, this trouble, then we have to thoroughly examine the cause. Because in other words, what we're doing here, we call cause, effect, and analysis. Every time your action, there's an effect. And so last week, we dive into what I call broken marriages, because that is family, the bedrock. I know sometimes we pretend not to see the problem because we do not want to take on the problem heads on. And we're going to push it under the rug. Every time we do that, it's exploding our faces. And that is why, to be specific, Liberians continue to experience frustration upon frustration upon frustration from the leaders, because it just over our head. And so something happened sometime around November, December, and everything blew up. Very disgusting. Where the special director to the NSA director, Major General Prince Johnson, the accuser by the name of Peter Bonjala, special assistant to the director, allegedly, he and two other people sodomized a 13-year-old boy. And so whole of last week, the internet was blowing up. Rightfully so, people angry, people pissed off. And like I said, we find, it's part of our nature as human beings that we have to find something to justify or to convince ourselves about the situation. And that's where the topic came from. And I like the fact that my friend and brother that we grew up together, Ruben Lincoln, went under my post. And Ruben is not a guy who talk a lot or read a lot, but when I saw his post, that tell me that this is a dedicated topic. And I have to go back to explain to the brother. I understand that Liberia is a beautiful, beautiful country. I am a proud Liberian. I've said on the show, it is about time that we start to lift our country up. But in the midst of that, we cannot ignore the problem that we are faced with. And so we ask the question, and this is a sincere question. Sincere question. We ask the question. When we talk about our future, do we actually need to invest into infrastructure? That is roads, buildings, bridges, you name it. Or do we need to think very hard? Do we need to invest into our human infrastructure, our human capital? And that's why I'm here today to explain and to tell you why I believed that from 1997 up to now, we have done nothing to address the big elephant in the room. And that is the broken of families. And so we did a couple of research. Because what the brother did to the 14 or 15 years old child, arrested and he's smiling. And some people say, oh, they are in court, juju, or what have you. But what I see when I look at that brother, it tells me that, again, I'm not carried away by his titles or his, I don't know his educational background, but just look at the laugh on his face. Knowing the fact that he just destroyed a future leader. I think 62, 63. Showing no remorse. Publicly, when you be handcuffed for sodomizing a 14, 15 years old boy, and he's with a big smile on his face. Facebook have been bossy, but I see that as somebody who deranged. We look at the domestic rate in America and in Liberia, and almost all the research that we did. I wish time we'll be bringing those numbers to you. It's very high, especially in Liberia. But at every conclusion or why is this thing happening, everything go back to the war, the 14-year civil war, the 14-year civil war, the 14-year civil war. And when I come on the show, we as Liberians, I don't need, I'm a man, given my background, I believe in statistics, I believe in data. The data can never lie. But sometimes experience can actually explain. Because when I'm doing this show, I'm talking directly to us as Liberians. And so I don't want, because we don't have to look at the data to say, or we don't, I just hate it because I'm a man who believes in common sense. I've said it on the show over and over. I was blessed. My dad was educated. My mom was not. My grandma was not. My auntie was not. People that contributed to my life, but they have common sense. And that is why every time I come to the show, I like to acknowledge that let common sense prevail. And so when we look at what is unfolding in Liberia, now the only reason why that case, and that's why been happening in Liberia, we only get upset when it happen now. 1, 2, 3 days, that thing die. That's what I mean when I say, hey, we just should be the on the road. When it blow up again, everybody roll out sleep, everybody vent their frustration and blah, 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 blah. People could, it's like it has become, or it becoming normal. And if we do not, as media practitioners, government, civil society, continue to overlook this, I'm afraid that we are heading in the wrong direction. And so tonight, I'm here to tell you why I believe it is about time that we confront or deal with the big elephant in the room. That is our human capital. We have long-term goal, we have short-term goal. And I believe in my appeal to President Joseph Numa Boakai, let us rethink. I know a lot of us are yearning, are wishing to have infrastructure, right for the soul. But I'm yet to tell you why, if we do not start 20 and 26 to invest into our human capital, the money that we're spending right now on infrastructure will go in vain, and will point out tangible evidence to back our suggestions why we believe that 20 and 26 the government need to reshift, reprioritize our human capital. It's sad that we're still talking it in 2026, but I believe if this thing, I believe if we're going to start addressing this thing from 1997, right after the elections, then some of the things we see unfolding, I repeat, in our community, in our country, I'm telling you, we will not at this scale, not at this level. And so we will pause, we'll play our music, and then we'll come back and begin to tell you the history, the background for which we are making this show and appealing to President Joseph Numa Boakai to rethink the arrest agenda. And so
Because you looking good now, so they better. That got your life now, so they vex. See, when I see you going up now, so they vex. And I feel like all smile with you, so they vex. See, why they vex? Let them bust. Why they vex? Let them bust. Why they vex? Let them bust. Why they vex? Live up more young. Live by it. People with I said, Nana, because of battling, you say, good not sleep. Every day, I should have tested the one that I if your life don't be so something, you can never be nothing. Every day, I should have tested the one that I you wear clothes, they vex. You progress, they vex. You succeed, they vex. Anything you do, they vex. You working, they vex. You in school, they vex. When you buy your market, they vex. Anything you do, they vex. Just because you're looking good now, so they vex. Now because your life is good now, so they vex. See, when I see you going up now, so they vex. And I because God smile with you, so they vex. See, why they vex? Let them bust. Why they vex? Let them bust. Why they vex? Let them bust. Why they vex? Christ, live up, live one more young. Live one more young. Tell the people with and I mean, to get the wish and I wouldn't know. That is that chicken top, but I eat a driver in peace. Someone else say you got friend, but they can go and discuss you. Anything you do, people must stop, people will talk. When you find the vex, when you shine the vex, when you smile the vex, anything you do the vex. You build your house the vex, you buy your car the vex, when you get your dream the vex, anything you do the vex. Just because you looking good now, so the vex. That because your life is good now, so the vex. See, when I see you going up now, so the vex. And I feel God smile with you, so the vex. See, why the vex? Let them bust. Why the vex? Let them bust. Why the vex? Let them bust. Why the vex? Live up, live one more young. Tell the people with it, are you ready? Tell them, everybody say, everybody say, why the vex? Let them bust. Why the vex? Let them bust. Why the vex? Let them bust. Why the vex? Live up, live one more young. On your new so long shine on the beat. Magic finger, Joe Bobby, George Congo, Bobby, Swag City.
Yes, we want to say welcome again. The time is 4:44. So let's just get straight to the topic. You know, we have been saying this and we'll continue to say this. Seriously speaking, I know is here is it. For those of you who not from Liberia, the reason why we taking on this topic, a man who is the special assistant to the NSA director, Major General Prissy Johnson, who lives somewhere around, I think, the Oro area. And so let me give you a backdrop. This kid and this man in question, normally the kid will go to a house, wash a car, cut his grass, sometimes do laundry for him and stuff like that. So it was based upon the relationship that have existed. And we all from Liberia, we know a lot of time in the community, people who can afford, you get your picking that run your errand and thing. That's is normal in our community. It is normal. And so based upon that, people who are in positions to help, some people will help you pay your school fees, Some people help you when Christmas coming. They give you stuff because it's their own way of saying thank you and we appreciate you for what you're doing for us. And so this kid was promised by Mr. Jada that you're going to buy him a football boost. And so after the kid got to him doing his laundry, this is according to Front Page Africa. After he got to him doing everything, Mr. Jada told him, say, take shower, get dressed, so we can go and get the football boost. So if some of you wondering how the kid find himself in a situation, that is the bus drop. So after the kid got ready, everything, very excited, because the kid played football. He loves soccer. And it is not easy. We all know it's not easy. His parent can't afford that. And so the kid, happily got into the car. And that's what led to the kid sodomization. They went down to Kerry Street. And not even that. See, this is the actual story I'm giving you. After he took the kid to town, he bought, I don't know that, where to whether that surgery was, but he put something in the drink that he gave the kid. And so the kid passed off. That's when he, according to the kid, they were three, but he only remember Mr. Jada. And that's how they took him to Cinco, 24th Street, and he had their way with him. Lying there, whether the intention was to kill him, or maybe, God working in mysterious ways, because what we're about to talk about, and luckily for the kid, God blessing and mercy upon him. They have worker from over there. Somebody discovered him and they took him to JFK. After working on him, you're able to gain conscience. For himself, he can, and that's when he called Peter Bonjara name and explained the entire story. So, Moreover, I've been bossy. And the reason why I said all the thing we're doing from 1997, right after the war, or 1997, we had some help from UN, but honestly speaking, I would say maybe from 2003, because that's when actually because the last wave of war. But can we just take a seat back? Because I disagree with a lot of people who say Mr. Jara idea, or not idea, Mr. Jara behavior demonstrate that Mr. Jara maybe he did it for medicine to I see it differently. Because after 2003, immediately when Eddie Johnson then took power, they should have prioritized the rehabilitation of families. So this brother is born some part of the late 60s, because if he's 62, 63, so that means everybody, like I said, grew up in the war. And what happened in the war? What happened in the war? What happened in the war? Women were raped. Children were raped. Drugs. People were murdered in cold blood. People's hands, legs were amputated. People were left in the street and were eaten by dogs. And so why are we sitting here and pretending like we're doing since the end of the war? It is not an easy thing, the trauma. And so here we are now, our society continue to experience. And everything I'm saying here, the evidence is there. Look at how our society, the intakes of illicit drugs have taken over Liberia. The use of illicit drugs. Where you think it came from? During the war. Today we see domestic violence against women. Where you think it came from? We saw how women were treated. We pretend, even in the great United States where we are, God bless them and us, the consumption of alcohol, alcoholism, it started during the war. And the big question to us, ever since that war, what have we done? What have we done to address? Do you people believe that what happened to us 14 years of bloody civil war, over 250,000 Liberians were murdered in cold blood? How can we sitting here and all the time we just think some of these barbaric and inhuman act that is taking place in Liberia, we attribute that to medicine? I listen to and I encourage every time I come on the show, when I doing topic like this, I try to remind us, go back. If you have the time, please, you don't have to do everything in once. You know, a lot of time we spend time on Facebook, TikTok, yeah, roughly so. But please go back and watch the TRC. Then you will see how dramatic. I listen to a witness explaining his story and some of the things that were done to him. And they ask him a question: do you have any suggestions or recommendations? And he was saying that they're supposed to find counselor for him. And he's married. According to him, he's married. You were able to identify some of the people that treated him. But something caught my eyes as I was watching his testimony. He said, when his wife talking to him about church, he gets so upset about church. And he said sometimes when you see people, the lack of trust, and sometimes he just create that bad feeling, that kind when he just gets so defensive, he gets that hatefulness, that anger. I wish some of you will go back and listen to some of the witnesses what they went through. Because a man who ear, according to him, and he showed it, his ear was slashed off and were given to him to eat. So, here is the key point. We cry for infrastructure. We want our road face, rough for the soul. But my people, just think about the current infrastructure that we got. where people are giving money. It is not their own money from their pocket. We can't maintain it. We can't maintain it. Look at the airport since 1990. Our airport was destroyed. Do you know how many government we have had? And look at the airport. Somebody tell me, is it normal? People are traveling every day that are in positions of power. Money have been spent. Money have been put in the budget. So the point that I'm making, we need to rethink our strategy. I'm very, very serious about this. Because if we cannot rehabilitate our minds, not just the Zokos that are in the street, that the biggest mistake we keep making. Every one of us that went through that war, we need to find time to go to counselor, therapist, because we see the direct reflection, and it translates into what I call the continuation of dysfunctional families, marriages, and what have you. And if you think I'm lying, look back the past 4 or 5 years. Let me be very specific in Minnesota. How many Liberian children we are lost to gun violence? How many children we are lost to gun violence? Some of us knew, some of us know so many family them personally. Today, the Liberian kids got their own gang. Because we haven't done anything to address those nightmares. And so when we start to have family, we still do not understand how to raise a family. We still don't know how to be a dad. We still do not know how to be a mom. We still do not know how to be a mentor. We still do not know how to be an uncle or auntie. Because the way we carry ourselves. And what we're very good at, we're very good at hauling our scarf. And so we see a lot of times, a lot of us are passing around here. Yes, we are married. Yes, we got kids. But the honest truth is, I want you to demonstrate our parental responsibility. The answer is no. It say that we are not a good parents. The answer is no. But because we went through a lot, and that is why it continues to translate into the leadership. And you see, that is the reason why government continue to fail upon failure, because we still haven't addressed the big elephant in the room. Until we can address this, I'm telling y'all, we will continue to face this type of problems. Because most of these people that were abused, they are still in power. But they're pretending, they are pretending to be normal. No, they're not. They're not. Because there is no guardrail. Like I said, when I listen to that brother testimony, everything is about pretending. My people, think about it. Just think about it. People are hurting. They say hurt people who are hurt will always hurt people. And so when I look at that man behavior, if we deep, who knows what happened during the war? Because he's showing no remorse. No remorse. He's not even ashamed of his behavior. And so what good it will do us when we continue to invest? We're not doing it. We're not even doing it anyways. And so why? And that's why we're making it appeal to Joseph Buckeye. We have to invest into our educational system. We have to find the right people that will make sure to create programs, gender ministry, the youth and sport ministry. Those are key pillars that will help us deal with the nightmare that we're dealing with. Do you know, when we talk about domestic violence in Liberia, almost 77%. Do you know how many women, as we speak right now, that have been abused tonight? You know how many girls, children that have been molested? You know how many boys? My people, we cannot normalize this type of barbaric behavior. Because if you are told anybody that what happened to that kid, if that kid were going to die, they probably are going to say it was Zokos. But we got women and men wearing coat suits that are in position of authority that continue to inflict this type of harms. Just put that into proper perspective. They put that into context. And we wonder why. And sometimes ourselves, we ask ourselves the question, what is happening to us? What is happening to us? And they get to remind us that the reason why the abuse continue to exist in our community, the dishonesty, the lack and gross disrespect for the rule of law. Today, look at the human rights center, jungle justice. Do you know how many times people get beaten and killed? Because that's what we watch this. As I was listening to that guy's testimony, the TRC said they brought him down to Benjamin Yeten house. And then when they get ready, they take two people, say go on the beach. You all fight each other and one person die. It's the same thing that is happening right now. It's the same thing. They will do anything. Somebody need me a program. How many cases we rehabilitated? According to report, unconfirmed report. But it is something that we heard in Liberia. People that we refer to our brothers and sisters, our nieces and nephews. Wuna Sawyer. See what the late president did. That's why I said you can't just sweep it under the rug. It was for nothing. I don't know how true that story is. Promised to pay them, took them. You can't care about it. Other child stayed there. Because in his mind, that was part of the way to address the problem. But do you know how many children, both girls and boys, today, so many people, they are the one that run our country right now. They are the one that running the country. And so that is why sometimes people just feel like, oh, people are in authority, there's a call up and this, that. But these people, they got no interest. Because they know they themselves, they're no different from the person who just committed that crime. And so tonight, I'm just here to remind us and to my brother Reuben Lincoln, that is where I was coming from. We need to invest into our human capital. We have to make an appeal to bring in professionals, counselors, create programs, not just the Zoko, every one of us. Every one of us. We have to find a way to go for counseling. We can't continue to hide the scar that we went through. It wasn't our fault. We were misled because we believe the essence of the world were bringing changes to make our lives better. So Liberia embrace it. Liberia endorse the ideas. Here we are now. Here we are. And that is why I believe if you watch the video, I'm appealing to President Joseph Boakai. A passion, plea. The arrest agenda. Please, Mr. President, I know the budget have been put together already. It has been submitted. We saw how much money is in there for health and education. We appreciate that. But we hope you've exposed a general ministry. And Mr. President, we're appealing to you because we heard that you guys talking about building, I don't know how many school buildings. The building itself, that's a good idea, but I think that 100 million that we need to rethink. I don't need to tell you, but we see what is happening to us, what is happening to our country, not just in Liberia and away from Liberia. In Minnesota, yeah, we see all the time. They make it a woman. I gave you two stories that happened here. One, I think it was 2 summers ago. The girl went back to Liberia, brought this guy. Thing didn't materialize. He moved to North Dakota. Wherever happened, the brother drove from North Dakota all the way to Minnesota and came and butchered the people's daughter. Another one went to Liberia, brought her daughter, and got married. What happened? Started to molest her daughter because she was working. The type of thing it was not part of our, Liberia was well respected. But because all these things, these cars are there. Hey, my people. For those of us that are building houses in Liberia, with the understanding of God's grace, we want to go back to retire. If we do not address in our human capital, I can promise you, because the country our people left us with since 1990, we still haven't taken the country to another level. We haven't. We haven't taken our country to the next level, to put our stamp. And here we are. Some are in our late 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. Can you imagine that? What are we leaving for our children? What are we leaving for our children? Our grandchildren? Our great-grandchildren, our children yet unborn? These are questions that we need to answer. These are questions that we need to answer. Let us not pretend. And so when I hear and this type of thing happen, we try to say, oh, the people is menacing, is this and that. No. No. No, it's not truth. It's not. My fellow Liberians, once again, I'm here to remind us we have to invest into our human capital. That is why you find our family today. Sometimes our children do not even understand us. And so we cannot be ashamed. And part of the reason why that we even got into the war and we embraced the war again because we didn't do enough investment into our human capital. So it was just easy for us to be full. It was just easy for us to be full. Let us start acting that we're too strong. We'll pause here, we'll play this music. I need you to listen to the warnings. We'll come back and we'll tell you that if we do not do that, I keep reminding us, foreigners will take over our country. We will come back.
Lord, I've been holding on, hiding all my tears, wearing a smile, pretending through the years. They say I'm the anchor, the one who won't break. But inside I'm drowning, carrying the weight. And every night I whisper when no one is around, a prayer for your mercy to finally pull me out. Lord, I'm tired of being strong. Can't keep fighting this alone. I need your hands to carry me when I can't stand on my own feet. I've been brave for far too long, but this heart is wearing down. Lord, I'm tired of being strong, so please just hold me now. I built up these walls, tried to guard my soul, but the cracks are showing, and I'm losing control. People think I'm unshaken by the pain, but even the strongest need grace in the rain. And in the quiet moments, I finally confess I'm nothing without you. Need your grace. Lord, I'm tired of being strong. I can't keep fighting this alone. I need your hands to carry me when I can't stand on my own feet. I've been praying for far too long, but this heart is wearing down. Lord, I'm tired of being strong, so please just hold me now. Oh, I laid it all down, the battle was scars. I'm weak, but I know your strength is who you are. So take
Yes, Lord.
through the
Once again, I want to welcome you by the time is 5:18. I want to say, fellow Liberians, I hope it is my prayers and my dream that this video, that people, what I just said tonight, people that are close to power, people that are in position of authority, will see true reason and understanding to really give this thing that I'm discussing a second thought. Because I believe if we'll be successful, the transformation that we are praying for, that we are asking for, that we are yearning for, it is about time that we start to invest into our human capital. You know, the TRC, I like what they did. That was a smart move. But I think after that TRC was set up, different centers supposed to be set up for rehabilitation for families, starting with our people who we consider our leaders, who are going through counseling, therapies, because it's going to be a trickle down effect. Because if a leader mind is right, if a leader mind is in the right place, then you'll be able to lead his followers. And so you will see how important it is, because he will be the testimony. He will be the one to reinforce people and encourage people. You have to do this because I know. But everything today in our society, it is completely backward. We couldn't reward. We couldn't reward people who inflicted this harm on us. These are the people that we continue to look up to as leaders. My people, I'm appealing to Joseph Boakai. We have to find a way to invest into our human capital. And that is why you see today in Liberia, those with a lot of microphones are the decision makers. People need rehabilitation, therapists, starting with our leaderships. I believe if we can do that, our country will be better. And so tonight, I want to say thanks to each and every one of you for watching. Human capital is the way forward that will make Liberia better. We say thank you. We say thank you. We say thank you. We hope that you continue to share the video. Even though it might sound a little boring to you, but I believe when you sleep on it and think about it, it will make sense. And so we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for watching.
Lord, I'm tired of being strong.
Once again, this is your boss, Super Football, saying good evening, good night, good morning from wherever you are. Have a pleasant, pleasant evening. This is your host saying so long from the beautiful state of Minnesota. We will be back here on Friday, same place, same time. Until then, enjoy the music. Thank you.
So please just hold me now. Hold me now. I'm tired of being strong. Just hold me now. Lord, I'm tired of being strong. Can't keep fighting this alone. I need your hands to carry me when I can't stand on my own feet. I've been brave for far too long, but this heart is wearing down. Lord, I'm tired of being strong, so please just hold me now. I built up these walls, tried to guard my soul, but the cracks are showing, and I'm losing control. People think I'm fearless, unshaken by the pain, but even the strongest need grace in the rain. And in the quiet moments, I finally confess I'm nothing without you. I need your grace. Lord, I'm tired of being strong. I can't keep fighting this alone. I need your hands to carry me when I can't stand on my own feet. I've been brave for far too long, but this heart is wearing down. Lord, I'm tired of being strong, so please just hold me now. Oh, I laid it all down, the battle was scars. I'm weak, but I know your strength is who you are. So take this burden, take this fight, be my courage through the night. Lord, I'm tired of being strong. I can't keep fighting this alone. I need your hands to carry me when I can't stand on my own feet. I've been brave for far too long, but this heart is wearing down. Lord, I'm tired of being strong, so please just hold me now.
me now. I'm tired of being strong. Just hold me now.